So Take-Two Interactive just started another battle against the Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, and Mafia modding communities today. Take-Two Interactive just filed a Digital Millennium Copyright Act against Luke Ross today. For those who don't know, Luke Ross is a freelance developer and VR enthusiast. He has created VR mods for various AAA games such as Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, Mafia 3, and Elden Ring. However, today Luke Ross received a DMCA takedown notice from Take-Two Interactive Software, the parent company of Rockstar Games and 2K Games, in relation to Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Mafia Definitive Edition VR. Luke Ross posted the following messages on Patreon. Title: DMCA takedown notice for Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Mafia. I just received a DMCA takedown notice from Take-Two Interactive Software, the parent company of Rockstar Games and 2K Games, in relation to Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Mafia Definitive Edition. They're demanding that I remove all their copyrighted works from my Patreon page. I immediately asked for clarification since it is my belief that I'm not hosting any such materials. As you all know, I do create and distribute original modifications for those games, that is, original pieces of software of my own creation that allows users to experience those games in a different and hopefully more intense and profound way. However, none of my modifications are built using software belonging to Take-Two Interactive Software, and the modifications are not intended to replace their games, nor are they a means of exploiting Take-Two Interactive Software's proprietary IP or assets. All of my modifications require that users buy and own the games before they can add my modifications. I have no experience with DMCA notices, so I don't know whether it will actually be possible to obtain such clarification and to understand what material specifically Take-Two believes to be in a violation of their rights. To prevent unrelated discussions, please note that this was filed as a copyright issue and not a licensing issue, so the motivation for the request does not appear to be related to the fact that there is money involved. I'm publishing this post first and foremost to keep you appraised of the situation, and secondly to ask for help in case any of you know what channels I might use in order to get a better understanding of what Take-Two wants. As I publicly stated many times, I honor and respect copyright, and my intention has always been to allow gamers to experience the wonderful worlds created by Rockstar and 2K among other companies in virtual reality, which only translates to more customer satisfaction and more copies sold for them. I don't sell or host anything exploiting or repurposing their original IP and assets, and my mods only work if the user already owns a legal copy of their original game. That said, if I get no clarification from Take-Two Interactive allowing me to determine what they want removed, I will of course be forced to take down anything even remotely related to any product made or distributed by Take-Two Interactive, which includes Rockstar Games and 2K Games. Again, as I always said, if left in the dark, I can only err on the side of caution, and I will not risk other games being involved in the purge in case Patreon affects to shut down my page. That means that all posts, images, guides, recommendations, tutorials, and above all my VR mods for Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, Mafia Definitive Edition, Mafia 2 Definitive Edition, Mafia 3 Definitive Edition will be taken down. It will no longer be accessible to download. I refuse to believe that is what Take-Two Interactive Software wants, because that would be an extremely anti-customer and anti-gamer move on their part, but I'm not getting into any legal battles with them. If what they want is to assert their corporate dominance with gamers' interests as a collateral damage, I have no power to stop them. And that concludes the message Luke Ross posted to his Patreon. This is 100% unjustified behavior on Take-Two Interactive's part, because Luke is not using any original assets for his VR mods. To even use his VR mods, you have to legally own the game. This situation smells very similar to Take-Two Interactive issuing DMCA claims and taking down graphics mods for Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in anticipation for Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy The Definitive Edition. It seems Take-Two is getting ready to release their games on VR. Last October, Mark Zuckerberg from Meta Platforms, formerly known as Facebook, revealed that GTA San Andreas is coming for Oculus Quest 2.
I'm excited to announce that the Rockstar Games classic Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is in development for Quest 2. This new version of what I think is one of the greatest games ever made will offer players an entirely new way to experience this iconic open world in virtual reality.
That's it, Mark. I'm moving to the metaverse.
Hi.
Please share this video on Twitter, YouTube, Discord, anywhere on the internet to help raise awareness for the injustice done by Take-Two Interactive to Luke Ross. If we can get enough people talking about this situation, then who knows, maybe 2K will retract their bogus DMCA claim. Just because Take-Two is worth billions doesn't mean they are above the law. They can't just issue false DMCA claims and take down things they don't like. Last time I checked, Take-Two is a publicly traded company on the stock market, and they're located in the US, and I'm pretty sure they don't want to anger investors more after the disaster that was Grand Theft Auto: The Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. And that's all I have to say. Again, please share this video. Take-Two cannot get away with this.
Lake Park, scene dark, silvery moon is shining through the trees. Cast to me you, sound of kisses floating on the breeze. Act 1.